I got a pretty cool product here today that I want to take a look at, and I'm going to do a little unboxing. This is the Freewell Variable ND Filter, and this is the 6 to 9 stop. When it comes to ND filters, there is a wide array of products that are out there. You're anywhere from 20 bucks to 300 bucks, 350, 400 bucks. I think the Freewell filter is right in the sweet spot. So this filter was, I think 110 bucks is what I paid for it. I'm sure that price varies a little bit depending on where you get it. It's a high quality product that produces good results, and it's not gonna break the bank. So if you're looking to step up into a higher quality ND filter, this could be one that you look at. This one does have hard stops on the ring, and it limits how far you can turn the dial, and it gives you that tactile feedback as you turn that dial and you're adjusting the amount of filtering on your exposure. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and take a look at it and just do a little quick unboxing of it as a product. So I'll be really sad if I cut myself while recording this. This looks like it's just instructions and things like that. You get a couple stickers. And here is a cleaning cloth that it comes with, and a couple cards, a filter guide. So that's kind of cool. Gives you a little bit of a description for each one. Here are my Freewell stickers. This is a lifetime warranty product, so that's how you know that Freewell really stands behind what they make. And a pretty nice little cleaning cloth. Let me just crack this open. Oh, look at that. They have a sublimated cleaning cloth. I don't think I've ever seen one of those before. So that's pretty cool. So I went for the 67 millimeter diameter filter thread. And that being said, I'm gonna use this primarily on, well, not primarily, but the largest lens that I have as far as a filter thread at the moment is this Fuji 16 millimeter 1.4, and it is 67. So for all my other lenses, I'm going to use a step-up ring, which I'll show you here in a little bit. So let's open this up, and that is a beautiful looking filter. So it does have stops. You can only go from 6 to 9. And then that's all it allows you to do. So you can see you can only turn that so far. So has kind of a reddish tint to it on the outside, and also a little red accent ring here, which looks pretty badass. So and then this, I believe, is the cap for the filter, which is magnetic. So that just snaps on, pops off. That's a really nice little accent to it too. It has like a little textured edge to it, which looks really, really nice and makes it super easy to protect this investment. So that's pretty much what you get in the box. You get your filter, you get a nice cleaning cloth, a couple stickers, some documentation. This case right here is pretty nice. This is magnetic as well. As you can see, there's some magnets. So magnet here and then magnets in the top. So that is really well made, really well done. So that's pretty much what you get, man. Again, these things vary quite drastically as far as cost, quality, those sorts of things. So, you know, there's entry level budget ND filters, and then there's super high-end filters. And this to me looks and feels like a high-end filter, but the price point is somewhat palatable, around 110 bucks. You can get the kit with, I believe, 2 to 5 stop and then 6 to 9 together for 200 bucks. So you save 20 bucks if you do it that way. Again, I live in South Florida where it's super bright, and I find myself needing just more dampening on the exposure. So that's why I went for the 6 to 9, but beautiful product, man. And again, I'm gonna use this primarily on my 16 1.4. So let's just see how that works. that, man. It lines up perfectly there, and you have your stops right there. So that works out really, really well. Very happy with this. I think this is gonna work out great for me. And then, so your lens is protected and the filter's protected, and it doesn't seem like this is gonna get knocked off. It's a pretty good magnet that they have there. Has their logo on it. So that is the Freewell Variable ND 6 to 9 stop, and this is the 67 millimeter filter thread. So as I mentioned, it makes a lot of sense when you invest in a more high-end filter and you're spending a little bit more money, that you want to be able to use it across multiple lenses. So I have here my 56 millimeter 1.2, which is another one of my favorites that I use all the time. And this is a 62 millimeter filter thread. So this is the 67 and this is the 62. So what you can do to be able to get more bang for your buck and use this filter in more applications, I'm using a step-up ring. So I'm just gonna thread this onto my 56 millimeter. So you never wanna force this. Always make sure that it's very smooth. It should go on very smooth, and those threads are very fine, so you never wanna force it. So now I can take my Freewell. Again, make sure you're not forcing it. And boom. Now I have my 67 millimeter filter on my 62 millimeter filter threaded 56 millimeter 1.2 lens. The one thing I will mention to you to be aware of, so if you're going to be putting this filter and stepping it down to a more wide angle lens, say you're going to like a 23 millimeter or an 18 or a 16 millimeter, you're not going to be able to use a lot of these step ups because it's going to vignette and you're going to see the edge of that filter in your shot. So if that's the case, they have these stepping rings where you can get, as they move up, and you can kind of stack them on top of one another. You're going to want to get a direct, you know, whatever it might be, to go from, you know, 43 or 52 right up to the 67 or whatever it is that your filter is threaded at. So keep that in mind. If you're using a wide angle lens and you want to be able to use step up rings, just use one ring, because if you start to stack these out and it gets away from the lens itself, you're going to start clipping and you're going to start seeing the edge of that filter in there. So anyway, that is the unboxing of the Freewell Variable ND Filter. And I'm gonna get this out in the field and play with it a little bit, but I'm expecting really good things from it. This is my first variable ND from Freewell, but the other products that I've had from them have been fantastic and very high quality. And just based on build quality of this filter, if that's any representation of how it's gonna perform, I'm gonna be very, very happy with it, because this thing is rock solid and really well made. Props to Freewell. You guys did a great job with this filter, and I'm really excited to get it out in the real world and start using it. If you have any questions about this Freewell filter, one question: will it fit in this case with that on? No. Okay. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. Once again, please subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, sorry. Doing my best, I promise. But it's super fun making these videos. But thanks a bunch for watching. Take it easy, man.